Hello, hello.
Hello.
Are you ready for this? It's gonna be intense.
I got this.
Oh,
That's why I'm triple checking my die.
Oh, jeez.
I'm doing a 6-stage process of eliminating all the bad ones. So I'm rolling them, and if they get above a 10, they get to the winner pile. If they get below a 10, they go to the loser bracket.
I'm always scared of using all the good rolls. I'm testing it though.
You know what? It worked last week. I was on fire. And then what I do is I take the losers and I give them a second chance at winning. And if they win, they go to the winner's pile, and then the whole winner pile rolls again. And then basically what I'm doing is I'm weeding out the ones that don't work the system. 19. Nice.
Poor Lucas's heart's gonna be broken when he finds out it's all up to chance.
Oh god. Like, wait, I don't roll anything at all this whole entire time?
You don't get to roll a single die. What? Flip a coin.
No! But I planned.
I actually planned on the way home today. I was like, you know what am I going to say to these people?
That's what I was doing like all day long.
We got it.
But speaking of planning and all that shenanigans,
Heals.
Cognar, you raged while fighting the Umber Hulk, right?
I did.
Okay, so does that mean that your magic weapon fades? Because that's a concentration spell?
That's a really good question. I would assume so. So there's no point in me having it.
Well, you can do it outside of the rages, just like your heroism ability.
Is aid also?
I
I don't think it is.
don't think so. So I think it's just like a instant boost, like temporary hit points or something. Nope, just last 8 hours.
Sweet. Alright. Good to know. Oh, you did so good. Oh god. Don't tell me that you
It is so bad.
Oh god.
You can't compliment the dice. Don't you know that they turn on you?
Oh god.
Like, did you watch Critical Role last night?
Oh, of course I did. I was texting you.
Like with Marisha's dice?
Yes.
The ones that she bought?
Yeah.
She was talking about how very terrible they were been.
I love how people in Twitter were like, I bet you Will Wheaton was disguised selling her the dice and laughing maniacally when she looked.
Right?
Sounds like something he would do. This is the final go around for all D20s.
Mess this up, D20s.
Get an 18.
You get an 18. You get an 18.
I just have a feeling that the first dice he's gonna roll is gonna be a 1.
Probably, knowing my generous luck.
I mean, it would only be thematically appropriate.
Of course it would. Oh, god. Yeah, you rolled a 1. You got it.
And also, while two of you are here, go ahead and add 800 experience points from last session, for the last session.
What was that? Sorry.
800
Add-
XP.
Nice. Let's just make an even 1,000.
Peace. It's funny, the way it worked out is, like, if you guys hadn't split, the Grubender and Gorneo would have gotten 700 for all the guys they defeated on the surface, and the two of you would have each gotten 900 for defeating the Umberhold. So it still would have been fairly close.
Shouldn't have split it. Cognar needs to catch up. Oh, okay. You got an 18. You're good. You got a 15. You're also good.
And just let me know if my dogs get loud. They have this lovely new ball that they won't leave alone. So if you start hearing them, just tell me because I can't hear them with my headset on.
You have this lovely new shock collar. Don't step it at me at this time.
I'm happy. Oh, I'm happy if they're rolling overtames. Because that gives me good chances to hit just about anything. Oh, it's not that time. We got this.
No.
Alright, I've got a pool of. How many dice do we have here? 7. That's too many. It'll narrow down. I can't risk grabbing the wrong die when I need it. Check that. Oh god. I pulled a keyboard. Sweet. Alright, I'll take these four. I feel confident with those ones.
We'll see how confident you'll feel.
Right?
Let's see if we even make it that far.
Mm-hmm.
I have determination, just not confidence. We'll see how far that gets us.
Do you trust me?
Why did we open this door, Cognar? We could have just left it alone.
Well,
Watch, like
I mean-
10 feet down the hallway is going to be a staircase up.
There's
Yeah,
those
you should
glowing
just come
neon
out.
signs that say exit and it points a direction.
Cognar can't read.
That's why it's got the picture too of the guy like running up the staircase.
Running up the stairs. Did you tell him over beers?
He knows everything.
I really hope they do something in DC so I can actually go. That would be awesome.
My dog gave up the ball to play with the cat.
So much for they don't give up the ball for anything.
Apparently, I know all day long they haven't left it alone, but apparently they did now.
That fancy new blue felt.
Oh no, it's always been blue. I just have sunlight instead of
Huh.
regular lights.
And it looks so different this week.
It does. It's not broken.
Sunlight does magic.
Oh, goodness. Alright, so I'm looking for a thing. What am I looking for? Something. Excuse me. What am I looking for? Wait a minute. Oh god, the booze has already taken effect. I can't remember anything.
Oh no, don't do it. Don't do it. Just let me do the talking, okay, Cognar? All he did was smell the explosion and he's already drunk.
I was thinking of something. I can't place it now. I don't know if it was important or not. What the hell was I looking for? Oh, yeah, I remember now. Haha, it was important. So. So I got a question for you there, Zen.
Uh-oh.
It's not
What's
that
up?
bad. When I activate the armor's healing ability, is it
Yep.
visible? Or do I have to do anything specific to do it?
I don't think so. I mean, just like aside from using, I think it's a bonus action. I don't think so.
Well, basically what I'm trying to
But
get
as
at
far
is-
as like if it's visible, like if you have any like open gaping wounds, they would look like they kind of seal themselves shut a little bit.
Well, what I mean is, like, do I have to, like, hit on my chest, or do I have to press something, or, like, do I have to physically do something in order to activate it? Or can I just...
I'd say that's entirely up to you, really.
Oh, damn it.
Like, if you want to just, like, slam on your chest the way Kylo Ren does to get that surge of adrenaline, and that's actually what the feeling is, just pure adrenaline.
I mean, thematically, that sounds fucking awesome, but in my head, that's not what I was hoping for. No, that makes sense. That's actually exactly what I was thinking.
Instruction manual, word for word.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, it's just a take it cover.
Oh, that's right. It's only temporary HP. Who the hell is Leticia Melendez?
Who's Leticia Melendez? It's a name.
I'm not going to add you on Skype so you can get my IP address, you jerk face.
Oh, come on, Lucas. Don't you want another can, girl? Aloha!
What's up?
Hello.
Alright, let's close out of things that don't need to be open. So the screen does not crash. We'll end you. God, I love the sound of that. It's like, I will end you. Alright, Task Manager, Google, XSplit. Sweet.
All right, so the three of you, can I have you each roll me a d20?
Oh,
17.
shit.
Mine bounced out, but it's a 2.
Bounced off the table or bounced out of your box?
Out of my box.
9.
Okay, so Nick, would you like to give us a recap of what happened to our adventures last
Oh, I
session?
would love to, since I was there for most of it. We took our rest in the library where they knew we were. They left us a lovely message threatening us to come see the abyss or die. So we did. We rested up. We went into the main throne room where the abyss was, and she seemed to be a little offended that we bust down their door, even though they deserved it. And we talked with her for a while. Mushi approached her to show her the halfling's diary, and Cognar also approached to show his contract, something like that.
Yes.
And then she proceeded to pull a Jabba the Hutt and open up a pit and drop them in it, leaving Gorneo alone because Gerbender had been led off by this giant Minotaur dude to go get his shield and other things that he had lost. So after that, Yushi and Cognar fought the Rancor down in the pit. Or what was it? A hook horror? What was it?
Umber Hulk.
Umber Hulk. That's what it was. And soundly defeated it. Gorneo, surrounded by people, did have the aid of Gerbender's spiritual guardian. Bamfed out of the room and ran like hell.
Oh, shit.
having been cornered by this Minotaur and lightning breath, broom, igniting the alcohol. The abbess came out and kicked his ass, who then left him to get killed by the Minotaur, who then Gorneo saved him from by jumping over a wall, and then Gerbender and Gorneo fought a bunch of monks and other things in the garden, followed by where we are right now. Oh yeah, and then Nushi and Gerb and Cognar were wandering around in the maze and found some ogres and shit.
Right.
All right.
Sounds about right.
And the party managed to scrape together 800 experience points from all of that shenanigans last week.
It was not the combat last.
Can I change my mind about sharing the XP?
You don't want to change your mind. We know secrets.
So,
Not as many as I know.
Oh, did you get him drunk?
it would have been 700 experience for everybody who was up above and 900 experience for everybody down below.
Oh, then I'm totally cool with that.
Because we're gonna die, huh? So I mean, let's give it to us before we die, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So we had just left with Cognar kicking open the door underneath this monastery, where he has come face to face with several individuals in this room that contains a well. Real quick, can everybody somewhat see here?
I mean, I could see those two.
Okay.
I totally see Cognar wearing a mask.
Yes.
Cognar is still wearing one of these stone-faced masks. And there is a large well sitting in one corner of this room, equipped with a winch and bucket mechanism for fetching water. Doors seem to enter the room from the north, where you guys have just kicked open this door, to the west of the room and to the south. There are several dirty straw pallets tucked into the corners of the room, including one very large and stinking pallet. And inside, you guys see 3 orc-like individuals, but they look extremely large for orcs, but they do have the very familiar tusks that you guys have seen before, as well as a very large ogre, who all look over in your direction upon this door being kicked open into the room where they are.
Oh, okay.
That's where we're starting
That's where
out.
we start. Okay.
Woo! This will be great. I want to know what your plan is, because I have a plan, but I don't know if they're going to go well together or not. So, I guess we'll have
Probably
to play it out and find
Nothing
out.
terrible. So I'm gonna grab.
So is Mushi saying this out loud?
No.
It's right before we start
I'm
actually
ready.
doing stuff. All right.
Let's do this.
I'm going to grab Miyushi by the arm, and so they can see her. And I'm gonna say, "This one was sent to go to the slave pens by the abbess. Can you tell me the direction that I need to head?"
And you can see the 2 individuals, this guy and this guy, kind of exchange glances from one another. And are you kind of like dragging Mushi in front of you into the room, or are you letting her kind of stay behind you?
I'm letting her
With
stay
your
behind
arms
me,
at a very
like
awkward
I'm
angle.
dragging her by the
Okay.
elbow.
Okay. And this guy here looks up to you, and he asks you to make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Can I assist his persuasion check by looking very frightened?
You cannot.
That
14.
make it look
This
very
seems like a really odd thing to have that guy ask him.
Yeah.
14.
Persuade me.
So one by one, they kind of start shuffling about the room ever so slightly. And they look to be a little bit kind of unnerved at this. And this guy looks up to you and he points down to the door towards the south. Says, prisoners are kept in their pens.
Are there locks that I need to unlock to put them in there?
Yes.
Would you unlock it for me? Or do you want me to do it myself?
And Drool, which is the name of this lovely large ogre man, steps into the room, and he gives 2 large snorts as his nostrils just flare up. The size of your fists.
Oh,
Either
God.
one of them.
The nostrils?
And he takes a large... His nostrils, yes. He takes a large whiff at the 2 of you. He says, little man can't open the lock himself.
I don't want to
Use
break it.
your keys.
Oh. Right. Alright. I'll take this one with me. And as I go to step, I'm going to whisper to Miyoshi, put your hands behind your back.
And I
and
listen and put my hands behind my back.
Roll a stealth check for me.
Which one?
You, Cognar.
Oh, shit.
A stealth check.
Jesus Christ.
No. We're good. 17.
All right. Miyoshi, you hear Cognar's whispered voice, and it doesn't appear that any of the others in this room heard him whisper this command to you. As they
I'm
all
going to look
kind
around the
of
room, very confused
shuffle and step out of your way.
as to how this is going to help. But I listen and I put my hands behind my back.
Alright, and I drag her along. Slowly. Casually, I should say. But
All right, so
Stumble
dragging her
first.
like literally.
Yeah, why not?
All right,
I'll pull her off her feet and drag her by the elbow.
all right. So Miyoshi, you are effectively prone as you are being dragged behind Cognar across this room, and as you are being pulled by each one of these large orc-like individuals, they all drooling at your appearance. As the one furthest to the south kind of pokes at you as you're dragged by and says, we're gonna have fun with this one.
Me
As
first.
Cognar makes his way to the southernmost door of the room.
Yep. I open
Cognar's
it
being
and walk through.
rapey.
Oh,
Shh. Breaking tension.
Cognar pushes open the door to the south, and he can see more of these very similar passageways. They seem to split off up ahead to the left and to the right before him.
And he didn't give me a direction, right? He just said they're in the pens, down the door.
He pointed to the south door.
Okay.
They're in
I'll,
their
keep going.
pens.
I'll walk
I don't
through.
say that out loud.
I'll walk through and pulling Miyoshi, and then I'll close the door. I'll look through and I'll give him the OK sign, and I'll close the door after I pull Miyoshi through the door. Obviously.
So what okay sign is like a thumbs up?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, which one?
Hold on. I think I lost you guys. I need to refresh.
Oh. Yeah, that one. That one's good. We're gonna go with it.